I suspect it's going to be 1 versus 3 tonight. The BJP's Sudhanshu Trivedi will be taking on Gaurav Bhatia, Ami Yagnik, and I also suspect Kumar Ketkar. Can everyone hear me? Gaurav Bhatia, I want your attention. Yes. Ami Yagnik, good evening. We've been missing you on the news hour. Thanks for joining us today. Can you hear me, Ami Yagnik?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so Ami Yagnik, can you tell us why the Congress appointed former CBI Director Ashwini Kumar as the Governor of Nagaland? Can you hear me at all?
Arnav, I can't hear you.
Can Gaurav Bhatia hear me? Can Kumar Ketkar hear me? Should I do an audio check with all?
I can hear you, Arnav. I can hear you.
Okay, you can hear me. Okay, let's begin. Let's begin with you, Gaurav Bhatia. Why don't you?
I can.
Okay,
now.
You can hear us now. So tell me now, Ami Yagnik. Let's focus. Tell me, why did you appoint a former CBI Director called Ashwini Kumar as the Governor of Nagaland?
Arnav, I think we are talking about the Telecom Regulatory Authority Act and its amendment. And you are asking me straight questions why UPA did what.
No, I am asking you. No, one second. No, I am asking you on a matter of principle.
That you are going.
No, I am asking you on a matter of principle. The principle
yes,
is
I am
that.
Talking on.
Principle is that former top members of the bureaucracy should not get these plum postings. Why did you appoint a former CBI director as the governor? First tell me that. Clear your position on that. Then we'll debate. Nripendra Mishra.
Well, there was no bar by law. Here we have a bar by law. There is a the law forbids the TRI chairperson to come in as any further office bearer. And so that is why when this law was brought in 1997, it was the NDA government that brought the law. Now you have to bring an amendment, but you bring an ordinance. You go by to everything, the parliament, the cabinet, the hurry in which you want to bring. You want to make it such a personalized appointment for one person. You give a go by to the processes, to the procedures, to the principles. And that is why this was that why you oppose the ordinances of the UPA government on welfare issues. For a person, you are coming out with an ordinance and the hurry. So that is why the opposition to this ordinance.
Okay, no, you didn't answer my question at all. You should have said that we can do everything that we want. We can make people who are loyal to the Gandhis governors. We can make CBI directors into governors. We can pick up ex-IAS officers and make them principal secretary to Manmohan Singh, like in the case of PK and
IAS. We have always followed law. You tell whether any law was evaded. We have always followed law. This is the action.
So they say we are following the law by pushing an ordinance.
Go by to the law.
That
is what I am pointing out to you.
Okay, Sudhanshu Trivedi, why are you breaking the law for one man? What is so special about Nripendra Mishra? You used to say that people who are holding high offices like judges should not be given plum post-retirement postings because it affects their independence. Why did you break your own rules? Do you want me to quote what Arun Jaitley used to say? He used to say...
First of all, I would like to say, in our opinion, this is not the personal matter. This is not the matter dealing with one person. This is a matter in which there is one technical anomaly in any of the act which is to be rectified. The reason being, there are so many regulators. The pension regulator, there is a consistent law in all the regulators of the government of India that if they hold any post for 2 years, there is a cooling off period of 2 years for which they cannot hold any post. Somehow, because of some technical issue, I do not know, there is a technical drawback in this act that it forbids anybody for lifetime holding any government post, which is not even in the case of Supreme Court judges. And a very peculiar anomaly is that the person is entitled to hold the post in private sector, but barred for lifetime of holding any post in the government sector. But if you look at the Insurance Regulatory Authority, it is 2 years. If Airport Regulatory Authority, it is 2 years. If Pension Regulatory Authority, it is 2 years. Competition Regulatory Authority, it is 2 years. If in all regulators, this is 2 years. And in one regulator, if somehow there is a technical anomaly, we want to rectify it through a proper rational logic which is not practiced.
What rational logic? A TRAI is an independent regulator of the telecommunications business in the country. The TRAI...
Congress is trying to make it a personal issue.
Sir, the TRAI is the independent regulator of the telecommunications business in the country. One of its main functions is to regulate telecom services, including fixed tariffs for telecom services, which were earlier vested in the central government. If a chairman of the TRAI is allowed employment with the government soon after retirement, does it not raise serious questions over the independence of the body? I am really surprised, Sudhanshu Trivedi. But it appears to me that after having come to power, you want to break every single rule. You want to break every single rule that you used to swear by.
No, Arnav.
Every single rule you want to break.
I would like to put a point which will be
this
more
is arrogance, Mr.
This is arrogance, chairman, as per this present act.
Sir, this is arrogance
of in private sector. So, when TRI's work is solely related with the private sector, is entitled after 2 years, but barred from the government. Is it logical? I would like to ask our representative of the Congress. Is it logical that the TRI is working after 2 years for Vodafone, for Airtel, or for any other telecom company? They are free for that, but they are debarred for holding the government post.
Gaurav Bhatia, what's it? Gaurav.
BJP wants to ratify it. Nothing personal in it.
Gaurav.
Yeah. Arnab, I would like to tell my friend Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi that first illegality was committed by the BJP when they took the ordinance route, because ordinance is promulgated for a very different situation which is emergent in nature. Ordinance is not promulgated for a specific person. It has to be a larger issue of public interest when the power of ordinance should be exercised. So that was the first illegality. Now second, TRAI Act says that the chairperson cannot hold a government office after he has held the office of the TRAI chairperson. What the BJP is forgetting, that the disqualification has kicked in. And now, yes, they have the power to amend the act, but at the same time, it should be done prospectively. It should not be done in a manner to give benefit to a person who has already incurred disqualification to hold any government offices. And that is why the reason for the amendment itself becomes person specific and not purpose specific. There the BJP has completely missed the point. I would also remind him that when the Congress was taking the ordinance route in a rush during the last year of the UPA 2, it was the BJP which criticized the Congress, saying that why is the ordinance route being taken, and they did the same very thing without any discussion in the parliament for such an important post. They brought in an ordinance and they appointed him as the principal secretary. I am not on the person, I am on the issue. I think the rule should not be changed, keeping in persons in mind.
I think Sudhanshu Trivedi has exhausted his arguments now. I think Sudhanshu Trivedi, you want to concede the debate. It's okay.
Mr. Gaurav Bhatia.
Because Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, Mr. Trivedi, one second, don't ask counter questions. Please tell me. No, 1 second. I quote for you a judgment. Kumar Ketkar, please pay attention. In the DC Wadhwa versus State of Bihar case, the Constitution Bench, headed by the Chief Justice P.N. Bhagwati, observed, and I quote, "The power to promulgate an ordinance is essentially a power to be used to meet an extraordinary situation." Kumar Ketkar, do you think the BJP spokesperson should explain to us today what is that extraordinary situation that warrants an ordinance that they now want to make a law in order to ensure that an ex-TRAI chairman is allowed to serve as Modi's top bureaucrat? Do you think the BJP should explain that or concede the debate?
Well, actually, that is very simple. Anything that Modi wants, anything that the BJP NDA government wants is obviously extraordinary. And therefore, Nupendra Mishra's appointment is also extraordinary because he is going to be Principal Secretary of the Prime Minister. Moreover, it is interesting and fascinating to note that NDA government is following footsteps of UPA government, They used to describe such things as Ordinance Raj. Now they are following Ordinance Raj. So everything that the UPA did wrong and brought this country to misery according to them, they are following. So they will also bring the country to the misery. The point is they converted the Sino-Indian war report. They discussed it in Parliament any number of times. The crowd shouted, joined the wail, and yet finally Arun Jaitley says, we don't want Sino-Indian war report to be published at all. Now we are convinced that it will not be good in the interest of the country. So everything what they said just about 3 months ago or 6 months ago or last year, they are changing. So obviously it is extraordinary. Modi wants now, and so they are supporting it.
But
so whatever Modi
going
says
to look terrible, Sudhanshu Trivedi.
Whether it is the appointment
Mr.
of Amit Shah, whether it is Sino-Indian report, whether it is Ordinance Raj, so it is going to be what Modi wants.
It can be.
There is no question of morality. There is no question of morality. It is not about one person. But it is not about one person. It is not about morality. It is not about being right or wrong. It is simply that Mr. Narendra Modi wants. That's it.
You know, Sudhanshu Trivedi, this is looking very bad. Have you got no respect for the law? I mean, consider the example, for example, Mr. Trivedi, of a person called Pradeep Baijal. He's the former chairman of TRAI. He was chairman of TRAI between 2003 and 2006. 1 minute. After retiring, he joins Neera Radia's firm called Noesis in 2007. He is raided by the CBI in 2010. Mr. Trivedi, should I remind you today on national television what is the allegation against him? The allegation against him is that as chairman of the regulatory body which makes recommendations to the government, he has helped some telecom firms. That incident raised questions over the propriety of a former chairman of TRAI joining a lobbying firm with clients that came under the purview when in office. You know, while there may be a difference, Sudhanshu Trivedi, between joining a private company and a government, I think this example applies even more. If the person then is going to become the most powerful bureaucrat in the government of India, you have to keep an arm's length after having worked in a regulatory body. You agree with me, Mr. Trivedi. It appears to me tonight that your silence signifies the fact that you agree with me. Trust me, Mr. Trivedi, I will not hold it against you. If you say that I am convinced with your arguments, my party and my government's position is wrong, we will revisit the situation. You have a right to reconsider your position tonight.
Whatever you have said, Arnav, whatever you have said is automatically giving a logical conclusion to what I am saying. If somebody who is retired from a TRAI chief can become a position holder in any of the private firm or the lobbying firm, is it allowed? It is allowed, but not allowed for holding the government firm. It is rational. There are three aspects of any legislation: rationality, legality, and morality. If you go strictly by legality, that was a regulation of the government, vested by the power of the government. This is vested by the power of the government. Now comes the rationality. If you come the rationality, I have quoted so many examples which proves it. It is totally irrational that out of the
you are actually, do you believe in what you're saying? Sir, do you believe in what you're saying?
It cannot be a rational
Ami Agni, come in, please. By the way, it's an open debate. Do you believe in what you're saying?
Let me come to my senses. I would like to ask Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, when his leader, Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav, was the first-time Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, who was the Principal Secretary of Mulayam Singh Yadav? It was Mr. Nripendra Mishra. Does Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav hold the negative view about him?
No, it's not about an individual. You've got the whole case wrong. It's not about an individual. Sir, you've not about an individual. The question is, you have approved a law that will make an employee of an independent regulator like the TRAI eligible to join the government. That will, won't you concede that the lure of a possible appointment to a critical government position can compromise the independence of that functionary? Sir, these are things you used to talk about before you came to power. Have you forgotten? This is exactly the kind of thing you used to talk about. By the way, Ami Agnik and Gaurav Bhatia feel free.
We have always said there must be a cooling period of 2 years.
Arnav, now they are talking.
Arnav, I would like to come in.
It has to be a certain...
Arnav, they are talking now.
Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi is forgetting something. Let me remind him. What is the purpose of having an independent person as the chairperson of TRAI? The function is this,
and
that
propriety.
he can act without fear or favor. And tomorrow, if he is also in a position where he can be adjusted by a government, then he cannot act independently and fairly. And that is why this bar was introduced in TRAI, and correctly so. And today, what they are doing, they are trying to change from rule of law to rule of persons. They are trying to appease individuals. And in this central government, I would ask Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, is there no senior IAS officer who is worthy of becoming the principal secretary of the PMO? Is it Mr. Nipendra Mishra alone? So let us not overlook the good officers we have in the IAS services as of today, and let us not try to reward
Mr. Trivedi, reconsider.
for our own gains.
Reconsider your position, sir, because question after question can be put to you. And Mr. Trivedi, I warn you tonight, you will have no argument left at the end of it. For example, my next question to you is this. 1 second, Mr. Trivedi. Let me demolish your argument completely. Please allow me the pleasure of demolishing your argument completely. If there was an anomaly in the TRAI Act, and Ami Yagnik, feel free to come in. What has happened to the Congress party? Just because you got 44 seats means you are quiet on the news nowadays? Come on.
Yes.
No, 1 second. It's all right. Please, this is not parliament.
I think you don't... Arnav, you don't have to remind every day that we have 44 seats.
No, I'm not. I'm saying despite your...
know that.
No, I'm saying despite having 44.
No, we know about it.
Thank you.
No, we know about it. We know about it. I can understand when the BJP says that, it says it with arrogance. But I think you should not say it again and again. Let me come in.
No arrogance here, please.
I would like to remind Sudhanshu Trivedi that when the Honorable Prime Minister came to the Parliament for the first time, he bent down and said that this is a temple of democracy. Now, what was that? That within hours of taking the oath as Prime Minister, he had to bring this ordinance, giving a go-by to the Parliament, giving a go-by to the Cabinet. What was such a hurry that you had to take the ordinance?
Sir, please answer that, Mr. Trivedi.
During the UPA government.
Mr. Trivedi, answer that.
Also, the UPA government took the ordinance route for welfare schemes or welfare acts because they did not allow the Parliament to function. Now you have to give an answer, Mr. Trivedi. You have to give an answer today.
Mr. Trivedi, answer. How many times do you want us to ask you that question? What is the extraordinary situation that warranted an ordinance? I mean, this is ridiculous. You bring in an ordinance because you want one man to become the Prime Minister's principal secretary. I mean, please, Mr. Trivedi, please. I want to now quote for you, Mr. Trivedi. Okay, you are answering.
Can I say something?
No, 1 second.
Me versus West, so can I say something? At least uninterrupted for 1 minute?
No, 1 second.
Can I say?
You have a very simple answer, Mr. Trivedi.
Okay, then let all
you can just say Prime Minister Modi wants it and therefore it makes it extraordinary. Why don't you say that? Mr. Trivedi, you have answered because all this while you were arguing that it is not a question of legality, it is also a question of morality, rationality, propriety, and now suddenly you remember only one aspect of it.
No, there is...
You can say Narendra Modi wants it, that makes it extraordinary.
No, 1 second. Mr. Trivedi, in the judgment in DC Wadhwa versus State of Bihar, the Constitution bench headed by the very respected P.N. Bhagwati, Chief Justice, observed, and I quote to you, but it is possible that when the legislature is not in session, because when you came into power, it was not in session, circumstances may arise which render it necessary to take immediate action. And in such a case, in order that the public interest may not suffer by reason of the inability of the legislature to make a law, the governor is vested with the power to promulgate ordinances. Sir, I ask you with all sincerity, Mr. Trivedi, please tell me, what is the public interest you served? What is the public interest you served by going for the ordinance route to appoint an ex-TRAI man as Narendra Modi's principal secretary?
Bang on.
What is the public interest? You tell me and I'll concede the debate.
Answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I would like to say first, the Samajwadi Party and Congress Party, if they perceive this self as a use of the government legislation or the use of the government power for the sake of one person or persons, they do not have any local standing. I would like to have some uninterrupted 30 seconds. The Samajwadi Party, which is using their power to withdraw cases against terrorists, And they are asking.
You're digressing now, dodging.
We have never used the ordinance.
They are using it. I understand. Let me uninterrupted. Now I would like to ask Congress. Let me complete my sentence. This is not fair that 4 persons are consistently shouting.
Let him speak. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Let him speak. No, Gaurav Bhatia, let him speak. No, he wants to respond. Let him. He wants to respond. Let him.
It is not fair on the part of Mr. Gaurav Bhatia.
Okay, you respond. Please respond.
Now I would ask.
Go ahead,
Ami Yagnik.
Go ahead.
And let me complete my sentence. I would ask Ms. Ami Yagnik, who has amended the Central Election Commission. It was Mr. Narasimha Rao when he was fed up with TN session. And you have made it that the 2 additional election commissioners will be having equal powers. Was it not targeted with a person? And you are asking about this? Who appointed National Advisory Council Sonia Gandhi? And afterwards, when it fell in the trap of Office of Profit, then you amended the things. Only for the sake of Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, and these parties are now standing in front of us on a rational logic and giving us a sermons on the morality. I don't think it is appropriate.
No, one sec. Ami Yagnik should respond. I would like to point out to you, sir, that Rajnath Singh...
So you don't do all that.
Can I respond?
So Mr. Trivedi, you have not liked any of the conduct of the UPA, so you don't do it. Why are you doing the same thing?
No,
why are you asking me such a question? You stop doing all that.
No. One second. Moreover, Mr. Trivedi, February 2014. One second. Moreover, Mr. Trivedi, every time the ordinance debate controversy happened, who was at the forefront of criticizing the Congress UPA government as having compromised Indian democracy? It was the BJP, sir. In fact, your party leader and the person with whom you have served as political secretary, Rajnath Singh, now Home Minister, he said, and I quote him, issuing an ordinance is something which should be done in exceptional cases. We are against the ordinance route.
Arnab.
And we will register our protest with the... We'll register our protest with the President of India. What is the hurry of bringing in the ordinance? This is a cruel joke on our democracy. These are the words of Rajnath Singh. Sir, my question to you is, sir, that same cruel joke you are now playing, please tell me, you can't get away. आप जरा बताइए आज विस्तृत तौर पे कि वही cruel joke आप क्यों खेल रहे हैं लोगों पर? सुधांशु त्रिवेदी, क्या आपके पास कोई जवाब नहीं है आज? Have you run out of answers? I am asking you for a second time. Do you want to concede the debate? Do you want to admit you are making a mistake?
Which you are quoting.
Yes, I am quoting Rajnath Singh.
Arnav, the quote of Mr. Rajnath Singh, which you are quoting,
yes,
it was in which context? It was in the context of food security bill, which you tried to bring through ordinance.
So, are you telling me?
Imagine that bill.
No, 1 second. 1 second. Just 1 minute. Are you telling me? No, 1 second. No, Mr. Trivedi. Mr. Trivedi.
Correction of one act, which is in totally.
No, Mr. Trivedi. Mr. Trivedi. By the way, no, 1 second. Mr. Trivedi, 1 second. I just want to say. No, 1 second. 1 minute. 1 minute.
And this is TRAI technical correction.
Sir, 1 minute. By the way, Vinod Mehta just messaged me. No, 1 second. Vinod Mehta messaged me. He says...
in grossly misappropriate context.
Sir...
Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi should be reminded that the Congress was not right in bringing the ordinance for food security. But at the same time, food security has a larger public interest element than bringing an ordinance for an individual. And we are...
Sir, why are you doing this? Sir, why are you doing this? Why? No, and 1 minute. By the way, Vinod Mehta messaged me. He says, no, 1 second. Vinod Mehta says, I want to ask one question. So we are going to put Vinod Mehta up in 3 minutes. Mr. Mehta, expect our call. But no, 1 second. The question is, Mr. Trivedi, you ask me, in what context did Rajnath Singh criticize? Yes, he criticized in the context of the food security bill. That same food security bill, yesterday, in yesterday's budget, Arun Jaitley has kept a lot of money for it. He has ensured that the food security bill, the same bill, has enough budgetary allocations. Mr. Trivedi, are you saying that the food security bill supported by your government is less important an issue than the appointment of one man who Narendra Modi wants as his principal secretary? Please tell me, sir. And I am telling you, if you want to concede the debate and say, I have lost the debate, you can say so today. I will not hold it against you.
we are not against food security bill. When you started talking on the technical point of ordinance versus bill, it has to be considered on the issue, which is a vast issue, very complicated issue related with 125 crore people, which you are claiming, which is happening.
So now tell me how does the appointment of Nipendra Mishra concern 125 crore people?
So we are not at all against food security bill.
No, so tell me now how does...
I am asking that if Congress is against any type of amendment in any regulator, so they should stand with all the regulators.
Sir, I say tonight...
isolate one regulator.
Sir, I say tonight... No, one second. I say tonight, I'll open the lines. I think tonight you should... Sir, if you want to bring an ordinance...
that we support food security bill for Madhya Pradesh.
Sir, if you want...
But we do not support Congress rules for Maharashtra.
Ami Agnik,
answer one question.
The logic which you are trying to put is this.
What is the public interest element in taking the ordinance route? What is the public interest in this, that you took the ordinance route?
Sir, in fact, I'd say...
Why don't you answer that?
Sir, no. In fact, I'd say if you want to pass an ordinance, you pass an ordinance for the Prevention of Corruption Amendment Act of 2013, which seeks to make giving of a bribe an offence and enlarges the definition of taking a bribe and covers commercial organizations. Sir, I'll also tell you, if you want to pass an ordinance, I would say today to you, wouldn't we, Kumar Ketkar, that you pass an ordinance for the Child Labour Prohibition and Regulation Amendment Bill 2012, which seeks to tighten the existing law and protects the interests of children between 14 and 18 years of age and prohibits employment of these children and exploitation of these children in hazardous occupations, which seeks to prohibit employment of children before 14 years so that children will not be exploited. You want to pass an ordinance, sir? I say I demand you pass an ordinance for this.
Obviously.
But how do you pass an ordinance to appoint this man as the principal secretary to the Prime Minister?
The ordinance will be required. Obviously, the ordinance would be required for all such causes which have social justice. Social justice. Ask Mr. Trivedi to shut up for a while. Arnab asked Mr. Trivedi to shut up for a while because he is changing the subject, he is changing the goalpost.
Who's changing the goalpost?
He is not answering the straight question. What is the social justice relevance? What is the social justice relevance in Nipendra Mishra's appointment? That he has not answered.
Sir, I am asking...
They have not answered any question
Mr. Trivedi...
by reversing every single stand, including Swiss Bank, including
black money. What is the objection of the Congress party in amendment of the TRAI bill?
Arun
just ask the question. Is there objection is rational or personal based?
Arun Jaitley says...
Mr. Kumar Ketkar, you yourself should answer. What is your objection?
Arun Jaitley said
objection is in person or in principle? First, I want to let you know.
You are not answering. You are not answering the question raised by Arnab Goswami. What is so urgent and extraordinary in Nipendra Mishra's appointment? That you have not answered. That you have not answered. It is not a question of principle. It is a question of
it is a question of principle.
Which you always criticized, and now you are issuing ordinance for not
a question of principle.
It is not a question of principle.
Can I come in, please? Okay, I accept it. If you are thinking that this is a question of person, so this shows the dearth of ideas in opposition. They lost on the ground of issues. Then they lost on the ground of personal attack on political leaders. Now they have come to the level of attacking on the bureaucrats. This is your issue.
Mr.
You must try to introspect from where you have come.
Converting the question into personal.
Issues to the bureaucrat, attacking on bureaucrats.
Sir, you have not answered what is A, the public interest, B, the urgency.
You brought in Mulayam Singh.
Political mindset
Mr. Trivedi, you brought in Mulayam Singh. You brought in his appointment with Mulayam Singh. So you made it personal. You did not make the question of principle.
He was principal secretary.
You are converting the question into personal one.
Sir, you came to power. No. Mr. Nipendra Mishra is a very nice man.
The question is larger than
He's a very efficient man. He's a great man. It's not about Nipendra Mishra.
Accommodate a person.
The question is, why have you brought in an ordinance for an issue? You haven't brought an ordinance on corruption. You haven't brought an ordinance to protect children. You haven't brought an ordinance to ensure children are not exploited. But you have brought in an ordinance to get one
or black money or Swiss banks.
But you brought in an ordinance for this. No, 1 second. By the way, to the Congress party, I just want to ask you, at least will you admit this much, Ami Agnik? that you go and appoint whoever you want as long as 10 Janpath and the Gandhis like them and whatever post. You know, you are the ones who started this. For example, tell me, a former director of the SPG, Mr. B.V. Vanchu, whose claim to fame is that he has been very loyal and close and is seen to be part of the Gandhi family coterie. He is appointed as the governor of Goa, right? A CBI director, you reward him, I don't know why, as the governor of Nagaland. Should I continue with more? TK Nair was a 1963 batch Punjab cadre IAS officer. You make him principal secretary to Manmohan Singh. Christy Fernandez was a 1973 batch officer. You make him president of Pratibha Patil.
Of UPA.
Pardon me?
Do they want to continue?
Arnav.
No.
Do they want to continue the legacy of UPA?
Arnav.
They always said they want to change. They always said they want change.
Arnav.
Are you going to pursue the same UPA policies by saying that you want to change? So are you running UPA 3 government or you are running NDA government? You are supposed to be running NDA government.
Vinod Mehta on the line wants to ask a question
and
to...
you are pursuing and telling us in defense.
I don't know who. Vinod Mehta, good evening. You said you want to get into the debate. Thanks for watching the news even from home. Who's your question to?
No, my question is for Mr. Trivedi. The question I want to ask that in your debate...
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Mehta, go ahead. Did I lose the line with you? Oh, I think we lost the line there. Sudhanshu Trivedi, you're going to have to wait just a minute more.
Can I come in now?
Yeah, go ahead, Gaurav Bhatia, till then.
Arnab, Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi has not answered why the BJP took the ordinance route. He has not answered that what was the emergency. He has not answered what is the public interest involved in appointing Mr. Nipendra Mishra as the principal secretary to the PMO. We are not questioning the capability of a person. All we are questioning is that why are they tailor-making the laws that are in place to the advantage of a person? And that, I think, raises a larger question which he needs to answer. They played with the constitution when it came to the removal of the governors, and now they are again doing the same. They are trying to amend an act just because they want to accommodate a senior officer. I would just suggest to him, there are many efficient officers who can handle the post of principal secretary. They should take the best officer and not start this wrong trend, because it will not stop here. It will go from one act to the other and they'll destroy all institutions.
No, Mr. Trivedi, you must consider just one thing, and I'll say this to you at the end. Don't give people an opportunity to think just because you've got the mandate and you've got the numbers, then you can do what you want. Because remember, before you came to power, you did not argue technically. You used to argue on the point of ethics, reason and principle. Today, Mr. Trivedi, you are arguing just technically. Only and only technically. So somewhere, Mr. Trivedi, people will be watching you today and say that what happened to the BJP? They completely changed their line after they came to power. They are now arguing like you're arguing in some lower court. The argument is only and only ethical, and in terms of precedent. Vinod Mehta also has a question. Vinod Mehta, go ahead before I lose the line with you again.
Arnab, in your debate, it has been thrown up that Mr. Nipendra Mishra, after retirement, worked for one of Neera Radia's companies called Oasis.
No.
Now, as everybody knows...
No. That is Pradeep Baijal, please. Don't mix up between Pradeep Baijal and Nipendra Mishra.
He didn't work for Neera Radia's company?
No. We are talking about Pradeep Baijal.
Okay. I'm sorry then.
Okay, thanks for watching. Sudhanshu Trivedi, you got my point. I'm just closing the debate at this stage. You see, you're poised at that stage today.
Yes, I know.
Mr. Trivedi, where people are watching everything you do.
What is the point of objection of our opponent? It is technical or moral? First they should define, and then I will answer accordingly. They want to discuss it on technical grounds or on the moral grounds.
It is on principle.
I have given answer of both.
It is on tampering
on technical ground, what is the technical reality? On moral ground, what is their moral local stand in the last 20 years?
But you used to question.
Do not consider the ordinance.
You don't have any moral authority.
Public interest should be thoroughly discussed in Parliament. That only should be tabled in the Parliament. I would ask one question: how does this amendment affect the 125 crore people?
Why?
It affects nobody except the opposition who should try to get a pleasure of attacking government with their own preoccupied perspective when they are unable to attack on any substantive political logical issue.
That is why we have a problem with it.
Well, how does it affect exactly? That's the point. If it does not affect people and it only helps an individual,
it affects one person.
Then the law of the country.
No, Mr. Trivedi, remember this is not a question you used to ask me before the elections. Before the elections, you used to argue on matters of principle, ethics, morality. Today, you are saying, I will argue only on the basis of technical, legal arguments. Mr. Trivedi, you know, you used to criticize the Congress
I am asking the issue of morality.
He is weak on that.
How can you allow
ground he is weak.
Out of 13, 12 regulators with one rule and one regulator with the other rule? Is it not moral?
It is illegal and immoral.
Well, you have the numbers to push it through.
The BJP MPs were not there when this act.
You have the numbers to push it through. Let's see what happens in the Rajya Sabha.
When this act was being passed.
Gentlemen, thank you for joining me on debate number 1 on the News Hour tonight.